Greetings and salutations everyone, my name is Wiggy and today, thanks to the suggestion of one of you awesome Bytelings, I returned to a sci-fi post-apocalyptic open-world MMO STIX and I played a while ago, called Fallen Earth. Now, let us take a look and see whether or not it is a game worth returning to, or if it is something best left untouched. So let's get to it, shall we? Fallen Earth plays very different to your normal fantasy-based MMORPG that has multiple classes, race choices, magic skills to be used, and everything else you might find in a fantasy game. In Fallen Earth, you play as a plain, ordinary human, or a colorful human, as there is character creation that will allow you to look rather, strange, to say the least. Not that there's anything wrong with looking strange. There are no normal cookie-cutter classes that you would expect in an MMO. It's all player-built. Once you finish the tutorial area that shows you how to use your strangely bound keys, you're in the real world, and here you are left to your own devices with the weapons you've gathered, free to place your skills in whatever places you want at your leisure. These skills, however, aren't the simple agility, strength, constitution, intellect builds you would be used to. They're more complicated, and by complicated, I mean confusing. Obviously. There's 3 tabs full of skills that affect different areas of your character, from allowing you to pick up scrap to being able to mine ore, to whether or not you can lift some hapless individual in the air and make them dance like they're your Muppet. It's all handled by these specific skills and by the amount of points you put into them. Now I kind of screwed up my build as I started to go point crazy and place them into random areas because they sounded cool at the time, not taking into consideration how many points would be needed to be placed into that specific skill in order to get the effect I actually wanted. So, yeah. This led me to some untimely deaths, from bandits to crazy veterinarians with a shiv who seemed a little too interested in the wallpaper of this specific room. Very creepy if you ask me. Very, very creepy. After dying a few times, figuring out the keys and how to shoot someone in the face, I started to be able to complete quests, and then the game just grew on me, especially due to the fact that it was open world and you can begin exploring anywhere you see, whether it's that really high mountain or that really far off sunset. Though keep in mind, if you do want to explore the region, it is unnaturally large. I legit spent 20 minutes running a straight direction for Northfields to no avail. Either I'm a very slow nublet, or I'm in some kind of paradoxical area that's perpetually placing me in the same location no matter how much I run forward in a straight line, which in retrospect wouldn't be so bad, as that's pretty awesome if the game implemented some kind of feature like that, but I sincerely doubt that. Anyway, I digress. Fallen Earth is in essence a third-person shooter MMO, as the majority of the combat you will be participating in will have you using your guns, whether it's scoped guns, dual pistols, Patolin pistol, axes, or that random shiv you picked up thinking it was a good weapon, but in reality it really wasn't. Also, something else that is worth pointing out that anybody would be able to realize if they played a Fallout game is that it feels like a cheap Fallout MMO. But I mean that in the best way possible, not in the Fallout 76 kind of way. Whilst playing through Fallen Earth and completing the quests, roaming the regions, I really felt like it reminded me of my adventures in New Vegas, which was nice. But after a while of playing through it, I just felt like playing Fallout New Vegas as opposed to playing this game, because this is an MMO version that's empty. So in the grand total of my time playing, I saw a total of 2 people. One being a random horse guy I chased after just so I could say hi, and the other being me. That's a very dead game, especially since I'm at the beginning area, where everyone would theoretically spawn if they created a new character. So allow me to talk about my experience playing Fallen Earth. The game doesn't have too much negative or too much positive, in my opinion. So to go into a little bit more detail about this, the world is extremely large, at least from what I've seen. But it seems so empty and void of life. There's even areas that I found that are void of even monsters, or even trees, bushes, flowers, rocks even. It's just blank ground that you get to run across. I understand that they would like to make a huge world, but you need to fill a huge world, otherwise it just feels like a huge empty world. Then we move on to the graphics. They were okay, nothing great. I mean, that's not gonna make my eyes bleed. Then we move on to the combat. It's nothing spectacular, it's not horrible, but it's not good either. Horse riding was also relatively good in my opinion. It didn't seem like my horse was wonky or possessed during my use, which is always a plus. All in all, my experience with Fallen Earth was pretty good. And definitely worth trying out if you're looking for something to play that's in the vein of Fallout in an MMORPG setting. But if you're not looking for a Fallout-esque game, then you probably won't like it a whole lot. It's empty and rather okay on the scale of whether it's good or bad. It's just kind of sitting at the middle. And that's coming from someone who actually had a lot of fun whilst playing it, but I could see myself leaving this game after a short period of time due to just being by myself. If I had a group of people to play with, that would probably be amazing. We'd go around shooting each other or shooting the enemies. Probably both. That being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and what this game has to offer. And if you have any other suggestions, please do let me know in the comment section because I will eventually get around to playing it, be it good or bad. And with all of that being said and done, good day, night, or afternoon, wherever it is where you are, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. If you'd like to stay updated with everything and anything MMORPG related, do not forget to check out our website or our personal channels at STIX's Bay and Wiki the Heroic.